Hi everyone. Well, on this video I'm going to make a small review about the new photon of Spark. I don't know if you have heard of it. If not, probably this is the best place to start. I'm going to show you like not the features that it has, but more like what does the cheapest version, the version that cost $19, has, and everything that you need if you buy that version in order to make it work. Okay, so basically, I believe that you're familiar with this. This is an Arduino One. This is like probably one of the best boards that has ever existed, in my opinion. It is really easy to use, really easy to program. You can use it as many times as you want. It is really friendly for projects for school or like for prototypes. Later on, they develop more complex boards. For example, this is the Arduino Due. So as you can see, it has more IOs, it has more power. Basically, and also it is bigger than the Arduino one. But in general, they are the same. So now what we have in here is the photon. So as you can see, the size is really small in comparison to the Arduino One or in comparison to the Arduino Due. So what does this mini box has inside? Just to mention once again, this is the version that cost $19. So if you have questions about what does it has or what do you need in order to make it work, well, I am going to solve those questions. So I already opened one of them. So when you open it, it has the photon in here. I already have it installed in a protoboard, so that's why I don't have it in here. But basically you will see the photon Spark in here. It is a small box, a plastic box, which basically, I don't know, it doesn't have too much. As you can see, it has this small thing, I don't know how to call it, this small piece of paper, which it has a joke. In fact, it was really funny at first. I read it like already 10 times, so it is not funny anymore, but I hope that you found it really fun. And I believe that this is the type of things that I as a customer appreciate, because they take the time in order to make it like, I don't know, that to make this moment kind of special, you know, because you open the box, you see the protoboard, you see the photon, and it is like, okay, this is a photon, but now then you see this, it tells me that they take the time in order to make things they take the time in order to check every detail of the Spark, not only of the microcontroller itself, but for the packaging itself, more for the packaging. So this is kind of cool. And then we have this box. Basically, we have the logo in here, and also another logo in here. We are able to see how they made reference that we will be able to connect to the internet, and also we will need power in order to make it work. Basically, that's everything that you need at the beginning in order to make it work. This is the page that you may want to check after you buy this. And here you will find references, guidelines of how to use it, how to connect it to your phone in order to make it work for the very first time. So this is pretty. This is really cool. So basically, we have the photon in here. As you can see, it is really small, as I told you before. Check out the size of the LED and the size of the photon. The idea of make it small is to use it in order to prototype or to make your final prototype and going into production if you want to develop or to create something that you want to sell. So that is the idea behind this, I believe. So, and I believe that they did a really good job. If you have read already about this, it is the same language program as the Arduino. So if you already have programmed an Arduino before, you are ready to start programming the Spark photon as soon as you get it out of the box. So since this version only contains this small microcontroller, well, what you will need is a USB cable with a micro USB cable in order to connect it to a power source. Basically, you can use your computer, you can use like a external battery or anything else that you can think about it in order to connect it to the power to this smart photon. After that, you are able to use it. Basically, you don't need the protoboard in order to make it work for the very first time. It has a small LED on the pin D7 that you are going to use in order to make the first tests. So if you have this cable, you're ready to go. If you want to start making prototypes, you will need a protoboard and some cables and some sensors or some LEDs, whatever you wanted to use in your project. But after that, it is ready to go. So if you have questions about what does this version contains, I hope I was able to answer those questions. If you have any comment or any concern about this, and I am able to solve that question, please put them in the comment section below. I will try to solve them. I will try to come up with a response for you. And if not, well, we can look up together for that question that you may have, because probably I have the same question. So I am not an expert. I hope that this review helps you in order to solve the questions that you have about this. And if not, please, once again, put your comments in the comment section below. So in order to finish, Yoda, what do you have to tell us today?
No. Why not? Do. Or do not.
There is.
Please don't try.
So, see ya.